No hands and no darling, I don't dance. And I'm with Roscoe, I'm with Walker. I think I deserve a chance. I'm a bad.
The wrong names, I don't know, just on purpose to patronize me, making fun of me. I don't know what his deal was. He called Bulbasaur.
That's Onion Turtle.
Geodude.
Punchy Rock.
Meowth.
That cat with them long ass arms.
Ekans.
Purple shit.
He called Diglett.
That's floor shit right there.
And Doug Trio.
That's 3 floor shits.
He knew Pikachu, but everybody knows Pikachu.
Oh yeah, that's Pikachu right there.
He called Weepin' Bell.
Oh, that's almost a pair.
Weedle.
Party Wiener.
Beedrill.
Everybody know that's Big Dick B.
Bees don't even have dicks. It's a stinger.
She just like lost it.
And then this girl started screaming at me all crazy and shit, and I'm just trying to catch these party wieners, you know what I mean, man? Like, this shit is funny as hell.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the intro. Ooh, that sure was funny. So, switched out. I had a really negative lead, and then bring out Togekiss, and pretty much my whole team was weak to Togekiss, as you can see, and then I have Dragonite Bite. This is pretty much over. You can find out on Togekiss, but he has a Lapras in the back, so that's a GG's. Yep, and there comes out. I let the Ancient Power go through, because I know that the Lapras will get to Energy. So I just quit out. There's no point in staying in that one. So GG's to my opponent there. Alright, so we're jumping into the next battle here. So I'll pick up a good lead, then he switches to Empoleon. So I'm bringing out my Yon Mega, I believe it's called. So this is a much better league, but I still have to watch out for Sludge Bomb. So I believe it will pretty much one shot. And Aerial Ace is not the best move, but Yon Mega kind of hits hard. So it doesn't really have that great coverage. I'm not going to really invest in this Pokemon. As you can see, I didn't even power it up all the way. I'm definitely not going to get a second move on it. I mean, this is a shiny one I've been having in my inventory for a while, so I decided just to use it. So, memes. So he shields that up, and then I'm going to hit with Sludge Bomb. You're going to see how much this does. Boom. Like I said, almost one-shots me from that range, and I was able to farm down surprisingly. So I'm pretty much going to throw a useless Aerial Ace at this Empoleon. Watch how much this does. Boom. I mean, for resisted damage, that's not bad coming from a Yon Mega. So I'm going to throw this Rock Slide at this Typhlosion because it will hit for that super effective, but still not able to KO. So here comes, I believe, the third Incinerate, because it takes 3 Incinerates to get to the first Blast Burn. So here comes the Blast Burn that will definitely KO. So I have to come in with my Drillbur, and I only have one move on it. As you can see, it's Iron Head. This would have been GG's from my opponent. I had no more charge teams, because honestly, I was trying to get Rock Slide, because I had Drill Run originally, because I wanted this Drillbur for a Togekiss counter, because my whole team was basically a weak to Togekiss, but it decided to give me Iron Head, so I lost that battle. GG's to my opponent. So I'm heading into the next battle. By the way, I have sped these up to 155, because these are going to be longer battles, because I run another meme team after this. So if you want to stick around, there's going to be some more memes, or I guess if you really want to call it memes. So he's switching to Charizard, Air/Charizard that is. So I'm going to switch in here. He's going to shield this, because most run Rock Slide and Drill Run. And so I got a shield there, and then he stops. I'm surprised. I think he lagged a little bit. And then I think he was just shot from the Iron Head, honestly. He's like, did this dude really throw an Iron Head at me? And yes, I sure did. I sure did. So he throws an Overheat, which even surprises me even more. Talk about the memes. So I'll come back on the Machamp, shield this up. Even though it's going to be a Dragon Claw shield bait, I probably would have survived it, but I wanted to try to save some health. So I throw this Cross Chop, because I wanted to try to farm down, but I realized the opponent has a lot of energy, because Air Slash does generate energy a decent amount. So I decided to throw instead of possibly getting farmed down by the Machamp when it comes back in. So switching my Yon Mega. I really wanted to call that, but I knew it would be too risky because it was my last Pokemon, so I decided to shield. As you see in his next Rock Slide, this will definitely KO for that double super effective, because Bug takes super effective and that Flying takes super effective. So GG's to my opponent there. Yeah, these sets are not looking good, but I'm doing this for you guys. Memes. This is what you came to see, memes. Sorry that the quality sounds really bad. You know, I do phone editing, so it's not gonna obviously be the best, but please bear with me. So I'm gonna throw this cross shot because most, if not all, Charizards do shield. See, they always shield the first one because a Rock Slide will one-shot Charizard because that Fire and Flying typing does take super effective from a Rock Slide. So I do correctly shield a Blast Burn. I usually always just shield the first one because I don't want to get a farm down by the Charizard. Because you see the Fire Spins do add up just alone, and then they go through the Dragon Claw here. So I'm down 2 shields, they're down 2 shields. And even though I snuck in an extra counter, I still lost this matchup. So now I'm thinking about what to bring in because both my Pokemon are weak to fire. Even though Drillbur is a ground type, it does not resist that fire type. So it's going to be taking super effective from the fire type attacks. So that will be enough to KO, even though Iron Head's resisted. And this is looking like a GG's because Iron Head is going to be resisted because of that water typing. So I get taken out there. And Yanmega can tank 1 Hydro Cannon, but this Aerial Ace, it just does not hit hard. Yanmega, it can okay tank a Hydro Cannon, but after this, no, it can't. It won't be able to take another one. Look how much that does, yeah. So I see how much that Aerial Ace does, and I decided to quit out. And my ELO is not looking too great. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, I just want to say, by the way, if you made it this far, comment down what you want for the intro song to be, for the 7-second intro. So you just comment down below, and then I will feature that song you want me to put for that 7-second intro, because I don't really have a specific intro I want to do. So back to the commentary. So I throw this Tri-Attack at this Ampharos, and it actually lands, and I get the double debuff because Porygon had a Calm Day move, and it had Tri-Attack. So I do have a Community Day Porygon I did invest in because I had tons and tons of candies for it. So I invested in it. So I got 2 moves, and it's powered up all the way. So memes on memes, because I don't see really anyone using Porygon that much in the Great League and winning on top of that. So I get farmed down because I don't want to be switch locked into a bad lead. So I'm going to come in and farm down the Ampharos. So I'm not going to shield this, and watch this. Dragon Pulse. It doesn't actually do that much as I thought it would. I don't know if they undercharged it or what. So I'm counting the moves, and I switch into Dragonite, and then they counter me with their own Dragonite, and this is looking bad. So I'll throw this Dragon Claw, and maybe I'll get a shield, but I don't think it's gonna be a difference. So I don't know. This is not a mistake because look, they're doing more damage. They were farming down with Dragon Breaths before I get a move off. So and then I'm pretty much left with no health. But by the time I get to double Rock Slide, my Champa's pretty much already dead. So I throw this Rock Slide. It's not going to KO the Venusaur from that range. It does a decent amount. Still has 1 shield. But this is already looking like a GG's for me. So throw the Frenzy Plant going. And then you get to a cross chop. So that's a GG's to my opponent. But after this, we're going to be looking. It's going to be going up from here. So, memes. So picking up a lead with Dragonite. So spamming, and I think this opponent's lagging. So I'm already at a Tri-Attack. Porygon gets to Tri-Attacks insanely quick. Look at that. Look how much that did to a Dragonite. I mean, I know Dragonite's kind of squishy, but holy crap, that did a lot. So I'm shielding this first Dragon Claw because I had no debuffs. So then I'm over farming a little bit, and I get to this next Dragon Claw. It gets to the next Tri-Attack, sorry. I was reading a comment. And then I get the debuff, so I'm going to let this go. And I'm going to come in and farm down with my Dragonite. So they throw the Dragon Claw, so switching with my Dragonite. Look, one Dragon Breath did so little. So they come in with the Charizard, and count my fast moves, and then they get to the first one. So I'm going to shield this. And so I'm going to count the moves, over farming a little bit. Build up to 2 Dragon Claws. I'm going to throw my first one here. and then they get to another one. So Dragon Claw doesn't get stabbed from Charizard, so this will not KO, even though it is super effective. So I'm throwing this next Dragon Claw. It will not KO the Charizard, because Charizard, Dragon Claw doesn't hit that hard. It's not that hard of a hitting move, but it's not the worst move in the game. And Dragonite hits kind of hard, because they give that balance to Dragonite, because it is kind of squishy, but also doesn't hit that hard. So it can't, but like, if you go up against a Venusaur, you can take one Sludge Bomb. But some opponents do try to bait. Let me get my words right. All it takes is one more extra Vine Whip to get to the next Frenzy Plant. To the Sludge Bomb than it does a Frenzy Plant. So just go for the Sludge Bomb. Stop baiting if you do that. So we're picking up a first win. So yeah, I don't play Ultra League that much. So Shadow. That's one weird way to Shadow with a 5. Shafado. What? Picking up a lead against Swampert. So I count the moves and I catch on Dragonite. Don't you just love to see it? Resist the Hydro Cannon. So you can try to bait the Sludge Wave in this matchup, but it's I think it's more comfortable for Swampert to go Hydro Cannon, because it does get stabbed, and the Hydro Cannons will eventually add up, because Dragonite, like I said, is kind of squishy, and Hydro Cannon does hit hard. It does. Especially coming from a Shadow Swampert. So I let this next Hydro Cannon go through, because I can tank 2 Hydro Cannons, but the third one would have KO'd. That's why I shielded the second one, because I know I can tank one afterwards. So they let the Dragon Claw go through, and they bring out their own Dragonite, farm me down, and I'm bringing the Machamp, because I can threaten them with that Rock Slide for that super effective damage. I let this Dragon Claw go through, and they switch into the Typhlosion. So counter incinerates, and they throw the cross chop, because I'm expecting a shield. So let's see if we get the shield here. Nope, and they let it through. That still does a decent amount. So I'm throwing this next cross chop, and see if I can get a shield here. And they actually shield. So, and then they have 1 HP left. And so I'm obviously going to shield this Blast Burn, because it takes 3 incinerates for the first Blast Burn. I think 5 for a Solar Beam. So I should have thrown that Solar Beam, that double resisted Solar Beam. That would have been nice. But I go for the Tri Attack, and I do get the debuff, the double debuff. You just love to see it. So that's another win. Going into this next match, we are facing Pakahao. Ooh. So pick up a lead against a Venusaur. So I think Porygon can pretty much outspam anything. Like as you saw, we got to a Tri Attack. No, I think we almost got to a Tri Attack, as I think when the Swampert gets to their Hydro Cannon, because Lock On generates energy so fast but does pretty much no damage. And Tri Attack hits kind of hard from Porygon. Depends on what Pokemon are going up against. They do a really nice catch onto their Empoleon. I'm trying to get to this next Tri Attack, because I'm hoping for that debuff. Because after this, I'm going to switch into my Machamp. So throw the Tri Attack, then let it go, and I get the debuff. Look at this, I'm almost able to farm down, but unfortunately I had to spin my last shield, because Drill Peck will be doing tons of damage, even though it is even though I did get the debuff, it's still going to do a lot to Machamp, and I'm going to try to keep it fairly healthy. But as you see, they had a Frenzy Plant stored. So, they actually threw a Sludge Bomb. Frenzy Plant definitely is the way to go. Don't go for Sludge Bomb. Even though Sludge Bomb does get stabbed, Frenzy Plant is a harder hitting move. And they shield that first Cross Chop. Cross Chop is resisted, and counter is resisted because of that poison type. So I'm able to farm down. And where did they come in? Where they come in with the Swampert. That's why they shielded once. So I come in my Porygon, and I'm hoping I get to a Tri Attack, and I get to it. Now the big question is, do I get the debuff? Yes. And that's what won me the game right there. Got the debuff. It must feel like crap. And then my goal is, since they already have a shield, I'm gonna try to farm down with dragon breaths. And look at that, Hydra Cannon, nothing. Throw another one, dare you? Throw it. Nothing. It's going to do nothing. Not even in the yellow. Now I'm in the yellow. There we go. And Dragon Knight sweeping in game. See, that's why I like Dragon Knight in the Ultra League, because it has a lot of resistance and it takes neutral from the Anthroses and the Golems, the Volt Switches from the Golems. But it is insanely squishy though. Oh yeah, sorry for this. Yeah, don't mind that. That was never there. Totally didn't edit that out. Totally edited that out. You didn't see that. Going against Raboot 8E. Nice name. So it takes 5 powder snows. So I'm counting the powder snows, and we outpaced a bomb snow, and they don't get an extra powder snow, and so 5 powder snows to the first charge move, which is the weather ball, the ice type, and then 4 to the next one. So they will be outpacing me to this next one. Porygon is just a beast, but it is insane squishy. So I'm gonna let this weather ball go because it's not gonna KO. So I'm over farming a little bit, and I get to this next try attack. My question is, will the shield, or are they gonna let this go? It's a shield, and it looks like they're trying to farm down, and they were successful. So it's not looking too bad because I have a champ come in and farm down. I counted 7 powder snows because I'm not really sure how much it takes to get to energy ball. So I showed her that anyway, and they come with the Electivire. Because when I first saw them switch in, I was like, holy crap, these counters are doing so much damage. I don't worry if it's super effective. And then it wasn't. It was Electivire. I was surprised. So throw this cross chop, expecting shield, and they don't shield it. So I farm down. I'm wondering what they have in the bag. So I don't throw because I was thinking they were going to come in with the Bomb Snow. But they come in with the Ampharos. So they were running a double electric team. So if you were running that triple flyer team, you would have been out of luck there. Especially them Gyarados. So I wasn't trying to get farmed down there. And I farmed them down. They had tons of energy. That's what probably won me the game right there. Because they were stuck in that Volt Switch animation, so they couldn't throw. So GG's to my opponent there. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next.
No hands and no darling, I don't dance. And I'm with Roscoe, I'm with Walker. I think I deserve a chance. I'm a bad